Good evening, everybody. This is Matthew McConaughey saying welcome to the Graham Norton Show.
I'm very keen. Hello! Good evening. Yes, yes. Thank you. You're all very welcome to the show. Oh, so many great guests for you tonight. I tell you, my sofa's going to be like Theresa May in Parliament this week. Totally stuffed. Oh, God love her. On Tuesday, the Prime Minister managed to lose 3 House of Commons votes in the space of an hour. An hour. In one of the debate things were so bad, she actually received fewer votes than Noel Edmonds. Yeah. At least he had the good grace to leave. By the way, did you know this? I only found this out this week, that after, you know, I'm a Celebrity, after they make them eat those disgusting things, they have a way of getting the celebrities to vomit. All right. That would work, wouldn't it? I do feel a bit now. The government was also found to be in contempt of Parliament over access to legal advice on the Brexit deal. This is the man who gave the advice. There he is. That's Attorney General Geoffrey Cox. Now, apparently it's quite unusual to see Cox addressing Parliament. Let's get some guests on! Later, we'll have an amazing performance of the new hit single by Ronson featuring Hailee Steinfeld. I know. And they're going to be chatting as well. But first, he's one of our most loved chefs and restaurateurs. He's published 20 best-selling cookbooks. Here to tell about his latest, Jamie Cooks Italy. Please welcome Jamie Oliver! Woo! Hello! How are you doing? Lovely. Nice to see you. Have a seat, too. Yeah, it is that time. It is that time. She's an Oscar-nominated actress, pop sensation, and one of Hollywood's hottest rising stars. Now she's saving the world in the new action movie Bumblebee. It's Hailee Steinfeld! Woo! Good to see you. Come and sit. Hailee, Jamie. Starring alongside Hailee, he's a 16-time World Wrestling Champion and WWE superstar who's now kicking ass on the big screen. It's John Cena! Woo! That's him! How are you? John Cena, everybody! Where'd you go? And he's gone from king of rom-com to Oscar-winning Hollywood icon. Now he's back on our screens in White Boy Rick. Please welcome back the great Matthew McConaughey! Hey, sit in the seat. Welcome, everybody. Hello, how are you doing? You good?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, you all look well. You look happy. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
You were telling me backstage I'm the only one that didn't get the memo about the
Well, I did. Is it Dress Down Friday? I don't know, but apparently it is. McConaughey household. Right. Everyone else made an effort. Listen, we're very lucky on the show. We often have, you know, very esteemed, acclaimed couches. But I think this is the most varied couch of achievement. You know what I mean? Lots of different achievements on this couch. Hailee Steinfeld, Oscar nominated. Well done, you. Congratulations. So that's already very impressive. This is impressive / annoying. How old were you when you got nominated for an Oscar?
I was 14.
Wowzer.
I know. Nothing. You've done nothing with your lives. That was, of course, for True Grit.
Yes.
There you go. Look at you
God.
there. Oh, the baby. And we have to say, welcome to John Cena, one of the great...
Very exciting to be here. This is my first time.
It's the first time. Yeah. And normally, you know, it's fine. Everyone walks on to the theme music. But I felt bad making you do to our theme, because you are, I think, probably our first guest ever who has their own theme music.
Yeah, it's a, yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with the territory.
So if we played, would you like to come on to your own theme music?
Well, there's a trick. It's kind of an audience participation thing.
They'll love that.
Yeah, they will. They will.
See, look at them. They're up for it.
They will love it. It's a catchy tune, lots of brass, and the trumpets go somewhat like dun 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 dun, and the WWE audience is very excited and very dedicated, and they sing along with the brass. And the chorus is John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. It's their way of showing they like me.
Yeah.
So are we gonna do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
1, 2, 3. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. Thank you. I think we're warmed up. Let's do
Let's do it. Let's do this. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome WWE superstar John Cena.
That's the lyric.
John Cena sucks.
Here we go.
John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. Hey!
That's my life in about 20 seconds.
That's your intro song. Over the ring?
Oh, yeah. And tens of thousands of people will say, John Cena sucks. So every night, go out with a smile on my face and told I
And the
suck.
more you put your hand there, the louder they get.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Even in the reverse, too, if you act like it doesn't get to you, they know they're getting at you. Yeah. There's no way around it.
Now, we're going to start tonight with Bumblebee. This stars Hailee Steinfeld and John Cena. It's previewing next weekend, and then it opens everywhere on Christmas Eve. And even with the poster, you can tell this is a Transformers movie, but this is a kind of origins movie. It goes back, right?
Yeah.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
It takes place in the 80s. It precedes all the Transformers films that we've seen and love. And it's the origin story of Bumblebee, so we get to really see where he comes from and how he becomes what we know him to be.
And you're a young woman who kind of bonds with Bumblebee.
Yeah, so I play a character named Charlie Watson. She's turning 18. She's working a dead-end job to save up for a car because a car in her mind and in most people's represents independence and freedom. And she is struggling with, the struggles of growing up as a teenager, trying to figure out who you are and what you're good at, what your voice is, and she's suffering from a loss. She lost her father, and so she's trying to feel understood by somebody because that was her person, that was her best friend, and that was the person she felt really saw her and heard her. And she loses that, only to hope to find something that fills that gap. And on her way to finding her freedom and independence in a car, she discovers that the one she ends up with isn't just a car.
No. And John, your character is quite ambiguous. In wrestling terms, are you more of a babyface or more of a heel?
You have done your homework, sir. Look at you.
Google works here.
My goodness. Okay, for those not playing inside baseball, a babyface is a good guy, a heel is a bad guy. And in this movie, I am both a heel and a babyface.
Oh, that is true. That is true. We see all sides.
Indeed.
Yes. And this is set in 1987. So, Hailee, what were you doing in 1987?
Well, no, I wasn't born yet. This little dive back into the 80s, I had some interesting conversations with my parents about their experiences in the 80s. John, I've heard quite a bit from you about the 80s.
You were only 10, in fairness.
87 was a tough year, dude. As a young boy growing up in New England, 87 was a tough year. Red Sox just got whooped in the World Series by the New York Mets. New England Patriots got their keisters kicked in by the Chicago Bears. That was a whole year of me walking with my head down.
These were dark days.
Yeah, and you want to bring it up like you were only 10. 87, man. 87.
But I like that, Hailee, in this film, you were using props that, honestly, to my mind, was just like, oh, yeah, that's a thing. But you were dealing with things you'd never really seen before.
Yes, I had to be shown how to use a Walkman. And there were other items that I came across that I tried for a moment to act as if I knew what it was, but I didn't get away with it for long without asking. But I do have to say, our director, Travis Knight, as a child of the 80s and a fan of the toys, end of the movies, he really not only brought to life this incredible world of the 80s that feels really authentic. He created a space for me, and I never felt like entirely out of place in any way. It was really made so that I could step right in and feel right at home.
But John Cena now, this is a weird kind of, almost like a link to Bumblebee, because when you were starting off in wrestling, you had a persona that, am I right, was sort of half man, half machine. Was that the idea?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
This was prototype.
It was awful. Yeah, so you want to try to find a persona, or here's some more inside baseball for you, a gimmick. Oh. Where it describes you as a character, so like when you walk out, people notice you, and you can describe your character.
But these are not gimmicks. This is real.
Well, I mean, if they work, yes. But you it's a trial and error process with a lot of errors. And my first try was the prototype, which was half man and half machine, and 100% crap.
But given that you're not half a machine, how did you demonstrate you were a machine?
Well, I used this ability to talk rather monotone and would say things authoritative, and just when I said I would kick your ass at the fairgrounds on Sunday, I would rewind it and say it again for you. I would kick your ass at the fairgrounds.
That didn't work?
No. No, it didn't.
That's a good one.
It worked on one. I have one.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You found huge success as John Cena.
Imagine that. I figure I need to come up with some sort of name.
Yeah, look, doesn't every wrestler has a name?
Yes, and people think that, like, hey, man, how'd you make up the name John Cena? I was like, no, dude, I would have made up, like, Dick Hammerbush or something cool like that.
Not Dick Hammerbush.
Or something, I don't know. That's a start. No, we can move from there.
No one's letting you go out with that, no.
But they actually think that John Cena is a gimmick name. But no, that's actually... Through all the presentation that is WWE, I'm stuck with John Cena.
Are you a wrestling fan, Jamie?
I used to love wrestling when we were much younger, about the same time as Transformers. Back in the day, we had Big Daddy, the Giant Haystack. No, I used to love it. I thought it was just fantastic.
By the way, I'm John Cena. all these awesome names. You know, the ultimate drooler, or like nothing.
And wrestlers like to have signature moves and things.
Yes.
And one of yours is the "you can't see me." But
that's correct.
Is that true? That came out of your family somehow?
Yeah, I was dared to do it. So I was actually making the music for my own theme song that you just so heard and finally serenaded me to. Thank you very much. And we played it for my brother. And the first time he heard it, this was the 50 Cent's crew had a really popular song called "In the Club." And he heard it the first time, and instead of dancing, like he was our litmus test to see what songs were good and what songs were bad, he did this.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It's like, no, everybody does this, man. Everybody does this. And I guess this was from 50 Cent's video. And he's like, you won't do it on TV. I said, what the hell do I got to lose? What are you going to do, fire me? Of course I'll do it on TV. But instead of doing this, I did this. And now, for 15 years, because of a dare, I've been doing this. And I'll do you one better. People actually think I'm invisible. There will be people to look at this couch and be like, why is there nobody next to McConaughey? You said John Cena would be there, but we can't see him. So, you never know.
You remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan and King Kong Bundy and Skandar Akbars and Von Erichs and Carry the Claw? Oh, I got kicked out of Hearst Coliseum.
We're talking Texas wrestling.
I get kicked out of Hearst Coliseum in Shreveport for pelting Skandar Akbar with a bag of tomatoes on the 8th row.
Skandar Akbar was a man dressed as a sheik that used to throw fire.
Yes. And he managed King Kong Bundy, who was like 484 pounds. And remember the missing link from Parts Unknown? And,
remember the green face, spit green mist?
They sound really good.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
It was so much fun.
And I'm John Cena.
But he's got
King Kong Bundy, Skandar Akbar.
Let's go to McConaughey. Okay. Listen, we'd like to move on to Matthew's film. The film is called White Boy Rick. It opens tonight. This is a tough tale. Yes. It's based on a true story. So you play Rick Sr.
Rick Sr. This is a story about Rick Jr., the young man who plays my son.
Richie Merritt.
Richie Merritt. True story. This was the youngest informant in American history. This is in Cleveland in the 80s. And the FBI came to him to be an informant and help trying to bring down these dealers and track where the money and how far up the political ladder it went in Detroit at this time. Well, if you're going to be a good informant trying to bring down dealers, you need to be dealing yourself. So he was 15. He gets busted by the state. And at that time, it was a 600-gram law, which means if you get busted with over 600 grams, you go to prison for life, even at that age. And obviously, he and his dad go to the feds, who had him as an informant, and said, do you have our back? And they could neither confirm nor deny that he was an informant, and he was in jail for just over 27 years, and he got out 4 months ago.
Wow.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, and this father, I've heard you in an interview say that this is the character that's furthest away from you.
Yeah, well, in the fact that this guy is, I mean, I've never, this role is my sad country song. I've never, what I mean by that is, Mama got run over by a train the day I got let out of jail. It's like bad luck on top of bad luck. This guy is a loser. He loses continually. He's a guy, his heart's in the right place. He has all the want to, but he's really a bad dad. He doesn't have any of the follow through. One of those fathers, one of the first things that gave me a track on the guy is we all know those fathers that want to be best friends with their children at all times. And it's usually not the best recipe for raising a child that's ready to go out into the world. And this was one of those fathers. He couldn't lay down consequences for his children. And there was a lot that he and his family had to pay for that.
Now, your own mother, I know she likes to visit you on sets. Did she visit you on this set?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, because... Oh, there's your mom. A lot of families like to visit sets because they get to take pictures of people and it's fun. But your mom's, like, hustling when she gets to the set.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, my mother, she says she wants to come to see me, but we already had that discussion. Mom, if I was an accountant in Chicago, you wouldn't want to come see me. No, I wouldn't, because what do I want to do, son? I want to get in that movie. And she's been to all my sets, and she's persistent, and she has a pitch that she's not gotten tired of, that she continues. She's 86 now, and she comes to me and says, "Who's the person on set that can make it happen? Who's the one with the money?" And I'll go like, "That guy." And I've learned to send her to the wrong people sometimes. But even then, her pitch is this. Okay. Remake of The Graduate. What? What's so funny? What's so funny? No, it's a great idea. Look, I'm the Anne Bancroft character. Matthew is the Dustin Hoffman character. And what does everyone right away say? Wait a minute, that's pretty bent. And she's immediately like, oh, knock it off. I've seen it before. It's not that big of a deal. She wants to do a remake of The Graduate. She started off wanting to just do Golden Girls. But that didn't happen, and now she wants to do a remake of The Graduate, and she wants me to be the Dustin Hoffman part. Yeah, there's
someone make
some
Green
Freudian stuff in there.
Right, right.
Anybody said, I'll think about it?
You know what, no.
Oh, but... Okay.
I mean, it could kind of work, but I don't know.
But she was kind of responsible on setting you towards your path of stardom. Didn't she enter you in a competition when you were quite young?
Well, yeah, she entered me in a lot of competitions. It's kind of part and parcel to the same woman who I just explained to you. There was one competition, it was a poetry competition. And, well, there's poetry competition, there was Little Mr. Texas. Let me just tell Little Mr. Texas one. This is the same woman, you'll know exactly what I mean.
We've got a picture of you as the Mr. Texas.
This picture, there I am. Little Mr. Texas, right? She tells me, at 8 years old, 1977, you won Little Mr. Texas. So I was Little Mr. Texas. Until about 26 years old, how many years is that? 18 years later, one day, I've got the picture, and I decided I'm just gonna zoom in on that trophy. Can you zoom in on that trophy?
No, we can't, I don't think.
Well, anyway, it says runner-up. It says runner-up. All right. And it's same lady. I enter a poetry contest, and I write a nice poem. I think I show it to her. She goes, yeah, that's not bad. Go try again. I go back in the room, try again, come back. She goes, that's not bad either, but here, have a look at this poem. And I look at it, and she goes, isn't that a good one? And it says, if all that I would want to do is be to sit and talk to you, would you listen? I think it was E.E. Cummings. And I was like, yeah, that's a good one. She goes, you like it? I go, yeah, I like it. She goes, then it's yours. I go, what do you mean? She goes, well, you understand it. It means something to you. Therefore, it's yours. And I go, well, what are you saying? She goes, write that. And I go, and sign E.E. Cummings. She goes, no, you can sign it because you understand it. I won the contest. Yeah, she's a bit of an outlaw.
Don't try this at home. Now, Jamie, you were born into this. Like, you're like Jesus. You were born in an inn.
I was born in an inn, yes.
Because your parents, they ran a pub.
I still do, 43 beautiful years later.
Wow.
In Essex.
Yeah.
And, yeah, no, it's, that was my whole life, growing up in the pub. Locals, I still think the pub is the most democratic, brilliant place on earth. Everyone's welcome. I learnt a lot about people. That was my real school, I think.
And it kind of runs in the family because one of your grannies was a publican as well.
Yes.
And then your other granny, was it Granny Betty?
Yes.
Now, is Granny Betty still around?
No, sadly, she left... Well, both have sadly left us now.
But Betty used to be part of the big family Christmas, wasn't she?
Massively.
And why did you pick... Because it seems like you picked on Granny Betty.
Not really. She loved a bit of attention. We've obviously done Christmas specials for the last 20 years, and she's, oh, I love this. This is great. And she used to come and do a bit of filming with us. She's very cuddly, very gorgeous, and I think Christmas is about family. But, you know, she used to come and stay with us at Christmas as well. So this is a brilliant thing to do. So do you have Christmas crackers in America?
We don't, but I just found out what they are.
Good lad.
Oh,
Is it the same one? It's not a euphemism.
Well, I mean, it depends.
OK, so you can make them yourself. You can get
the type that you hold on to and yank.
Yes, something fun comes up.
Christmas cracker?
Yeah.
Hayley's mind is going crazy now.
I'm really trying to follow here.
So a Christmas cracker, you put on the place setting of what you would call the Thanksgiving dinner, which we call Christmas dinner, and you have the cracker. It's basically an empty toilet roll with another empty toilet roll. It's really weird, actually, when you think about it. Cut in half, and then you wrap it up and tie a little thing, and, of course, it looks beautiful.
Right.
And then they thought to make it a bit more fun in the 60s, they put a cap, you know, from a cap gun, so when you pull it, it goes... Psh!
OK.
And then you put a joke in there, and you put a present in there, and a hat in there. It's normal, right?
Yeah.
So what I like to do...
Inside the toilet roll?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
I mean, let's... I'll show you
It's not
later.
a big gift, Matthew. It's not, you know...
But all of the crackers, even the posh ones, have rubbish gifts. And I personally think the jokes are rubbish as well. So I have this thing called Hack the Cracker, which is brilliant because you can kind of strategically look around the table at all the characters, and then you hack into one side of the cracker, you pull out the joke, you pull out the rubbish toy, and then you can procure toys that make people feel good or bad about themselves. Right? So in the case of my nan, she just got a new boyfriend after losing my poor granddad, and many years later, though. And I went into Boots and I got an empty packet. I said, can I have an empty packet of Viagra, please? And they went, yeah, please. And they went, so I got a pack. They were very helpful. And then I got some Smarties and filled them up, put them in there, bang them in there, and then and wrapped it up, Christmas Day, put the name on the cracker. She opens it, present comes out, Viagra, boyfriend next door. Her face was like... I went, Nan, don't worry, it's only Smarties. And she went, oh.
But oddly, grandmothers play a huge part in your new book.
They do.
They do. This is Jamie Cook's Italy, and it's out now. And so this is you... It took a long time, this book. I mean, how long?
Nearly 2.5 years.
Wow.
It was a big job. And I really had to do it because I believed it was the last generation of nonnas that grew up without gas, electric, you know, all the mod cons, like the real cooks. And we needed to catch them before they passed on. And so we had to pull our finger out. Yeah.
How did you find them, the nonnas?
Well, we have research...
What do you mean, nonnas?
Like Italian
grandmothers.
OK.
Like, so there's one. Nonna Miriam.
Yeah. It sounds really romantic, but actually, technically, filming and sort of documenting cooking with nonnas, it sounds great, but it takes hours. It's slow production. So, so we were like a year and a half over budget, over time. But what we did get to document the most incredible recipes, techniques, and all the things that they were brilliant at. I mean, basically, it's like going to see, you know, in Star Wars when Luke goes to see Yoda. I basically went to see like 50 Yodas, and they were like the sort of Zen, like ninja warrior masters of cooking, and they were teaching me how to use the Force and uncook. And what that means is, like, we're trained to cook proficiently, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. We crack it, we rip it,
Yeah.
we tear it, we get amongst it. And actually, the nonnas were answering a lot of the questions that we talk about in the press today. Waste, nutrition, taking a little a long way, you know, cooking on a small budget, they were brilliant.
Because it strikes me, you know, because there's some really ambitious things in there, but there's, you know, more basic things like pizza, say. You know, did they teach you kind of new techniques or new ideas about simple things like that?
Yeah, because a lot of it is about simplicity. So there's stuff that you can put together in 10 minutes, but you slow cook it over the day, like 6-7 hours, and it's tender and delicious. There's versions of what we would call the bolognese in different shapes and forms that will just blow your mind. Then we're in the north and we're meeting the people who are now 85 that used to pick the rice for the risotto, and we learn all about the risotto. And then quick salads, quick pastas, and of course you've got the pizzas in there. But really, I think I learned a lot about soul and what not to put in, you know, about restraint. The most important ingredient is restraint, and I'm sure it's the same in acting. It's sort of maybe what you don't say than what you do. I don't know. It's about being confident and working with what you got.
Because, John, I know you certainly were a big fan of pizza. Is it called Zeppe?
Zeppies.
Zeppi's
Zeppies kept me alive, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for real. They kept me alive.
Because what, you were working in a bar?
I was doing any job I could to make any money I could, and I was bouncing at a bar next door. This is a strip of stores on a beach in Southern California, and I was trying to just get by because the cost of living out there is atrocious. And the place next door was a deep dish pizza place called Zeppi's, and they ran a promotion. If you could eat a 12-slice deep dish pizza in one sitting, you get it free, and you get a coupon for another pizza. After a week, I put them sons of out of business. They stopped the promotion halfway through the week and literally closed down shortly thereafter.
Oh, did you really close them down?
Yeah, I was, for about a week and a half, I was the Zeppi's pizza eating champion, thank you very much. Yes, you're damn right. You're damn right.
Very quickly, I just wanted to ask you, you're still wrestling, like you're still in tip-top condition?
Yeah, my next match is December 26th, Madison Square Garden.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, for the holidays, I'm gonna see Bumblebee like 200 times, just like everybody here.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I'm going to WWE.
Wow.
Yeah.
But now, I've seen you do a thing, and like, you're in a suit, but can you do it? The deadlift thing.
Yeah, hold on. It's space. Come here.
What?
Just,
No, wow!
It's fairly easy.
Don't now slam me on my back.
Yeah, so the takeoff's easy.
No, I'm so
the
holding on to
landing,
you.
my goodness. The landing.
No.
So we're gonna set you down gently.
Yeah, thank you. I'm an elderly gentleman.
And a good sport. And a very good sport. But let me tell you something. December 26th in the Madison Square Garden won't be so gentle.
Yeah.
They can't see me.
You found that so... Like, that was ridiculous. That was weird. That was like a machine. Yeah. Amazing. Right, it's time to meet my next guests. One is a 5-time Grammy-winning record producer, and the other is one of the world's biggest pop stars. Please welcome Mark Ronson and Hailee Steinfeld. There they are. Woo! Really nice to see you. Really nice to see you. How are you, darling? Nice to see you. How are you? Really well. You'll move down. You can sit in.
I'll slide down.
Slide down. There goes Mark. There goes Hailee. Welcome. Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, God, no. Thrilled you're here. Thank you very much. Before we say another thing, we should congratulate Mark Ronson on a Golden Globe nomination. Yeah. That's a nice thing.
Very exciting, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this was for Star Is Born.
This is for the song Shallow that I co-wrote on Star Is Born, and it's super exciting, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscars to follow. Nice. Now, by the way, do you all know each other? Hailee, who do you know?
Hi, everybody. I think we've worked together a couple of times. We did the VMAs together, and have we all seen
We
each
almost
other
worked
now?
together.
When? Now?
No,
I think
Magnum.
your kids were there?
Magnum. Did you meet my
It
kids?
sounds strange. No, but I was supposed to. Afterwards, we're gonna hang out.
cool.
I told them I was gonna take them to GAY. I was going out tonight.
Do you guys want to switch places?
No, we're okay. No, we're okay.
And I met Mark here just recently in Sicily. In a steam room. Yes, together. No joke. I walked into a steam room and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I, you know, you don't mind me saying I'm a big fan of your work and you seem really cool. So I sit down for a bit and he started talking to me and
he's like, we're gonna go jump in this ice bucket bath as well. So I didn't want to like look like a punk, so I was like, oh, okay, I've never done that, but that sounds cool. And I get in, and it's the most freezing thing I've ever felt in my entire life. But I'm next to Matthew McConaughey in this tiny tub, and I want to look like tough. And I'm like, and he just looks at me, he's like, breathe. So now I take this cold shower like every single morning, like, and because the ice cold shower, and I think of you every morning when I get in the shower. I'm not joking. It's really. So thank you for letting us have this.
That's nice. You had a very little mini reunion here. That's very nice. So listen, Mark and Miley, here you are together. So how did this collaboration about? Was it kind of Team Miley calling Team Mark Ronson, or how did this happen?
Mark Ronson stalking Miley Cyrus for 4 years.
He has a story that I don't remember it exactly this way. So, do you want to tell your story that you made up?
Yeah. I saw Miley on television singing on the Saturday Night Live 40th anniversary. I knew she could sing and everything, but I saw her sing Paul Simon 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover in a way that I was just transfixed. So I got her number. I don't know if it was legal or not. And I started texting her, and I just said, hey, if you ever want to make some music, you know, and then, you know, 4 days went by, nothing.
This is the part I don't remember. I feel like I must have sent an emoji at least.
I think.
The broken heart emoji is great to have, because when people text us that they love the song, you just put the broken heart emojis. Yeah.
I think you would text me back, like, after a few weeks and just write, like, what's up?
Probably late at like 4 in the morning, maybe.
Yeah.
And that went on for 4 years.
But I believe, my family, we've always talked about timing and trusting the universe and always trusting that, you know, timing, that everything always works out when it should. And I think we've said it multiple times to each other in the studio that any time before this would have not been right, and any time after this would have been too far away. I think it's perfect timing with this song at the time that it's out in the world. That's why we made the video that we made, and the visuals that we've created. Yeah. It's just such a timely song for me in my personal life and what's going on in the world. So I wouldn't have it any other way than sitting with you right now, right here.
This song only came because of where we were and how we met, and I agree.
Cosmic.
That's nearly it. Before we go, just time for a visit to the big red chair. Who's there? Hello.
Hi.
Hi, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Nervous?
What's your name?
Leanne.
Leanne. Are you okay, Leanne?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, Leanne. Shall I just let you go on with your story?
Go for it.
Okay, Leanne, off you go.
So-
Time of your life.
I'm on my first ever girls' holiday, 18 to 30s. We're in Tenerife. We're having a party at the end of the night, so we've got everyone over. We noticed that there's people filming across from us, so we're like, what are they up to? So my friend and I decided to pull a mini. So flash our bum for those who maybe don't know what a mini is. So a few weeks later, I'm sitting and I've got a new partner, so I'm meeting his parents. We're sitting watching a television programme, and the next minute, the hotel that I stayed in appeared on the television. So I was like, oh. So then, the next minute, my bum appears along with my friend. The holiday show is called Holiday Packages from Hell, and that was my last time of seeing any of those. And John Cena moment happened.
You can walk. You can walk. No wonder she seems depressed. Bless her. The horror of seeing the hotel and going, wonder what happened. OK, who's up next? Who's up next? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Mark.
Mark?
Yes.
Lovely. You're from Ireland, right?
I'm from County Cork in Ireland, your way.
All right. Am I in your story?
Not the ones you want to hear.
OK, good. Off you go with the story, Mark.
I injured my foot in the summer, and it was really, really badly damaged, and I said I'd just leave it, but it never healed. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll bite the bullet and I'll go to the physio. So the funny thing is, like, I really fancy my physio. She's really, really good looking, and unfortunately, I have really hairy feet. So I didn't want to go into the physio with my hobbit feet. So I decided on the last minute just whip off the hair on my damaged foot. So I went in anyway, put the bad foot up. She was checking it, and she couldn't really see what the problem was. So she was like, can you just pop your other foot up there just so I can examine it? I was like, oh, no. So anyway, I lumped the other foot up, and she kind of has a smart grin on her face, and she's examining again, and she kind of just tests back and goes, "Don't worry, Mark, you'd be surprised how many people come in here like that."
You can walk. Yeah. You can walk. Well done. That is all we've got time for, I'm afraid. If you'd like to go in the chair yourself and tell your story, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Please say thank you to all of my guests tonight. Mark Ronson, Hailee Steinfeld, Jamie Oliver, Hailee Steinfeld, John Cena, and Matthew McConaughey. Join me next week with Supergirl band Little Mix, top comic Bill Bailey, Strictly Judge Dame Darcy Bustle, and Aquaman himself, Jason Momoa. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.